Today guys, I got a 2016 BMW X1 F48. So the factory amplifier should be here somewhere. I have to remove all that, and I have to run the 4-gauge kit down here through there. Over here I'm using a line out converter, which is an audio control. Anything BMW, I wouldn't want to choose a cheap version. So I'm gonna have to remove this 7mm right here to get to the positive side of the battery, because I can't do anything like this. And then I'm gonna run the wire down there. I'm sorry, I lied. It's 8mm. So the first one right here. I'm gonna keep it right there. Another one right here. So now, let's see how I'm gonna get that out. Wow. Thought it was easy than that. No, it's not that bad. So kind of lift this up a little bit right there, and then pull it to the left. Kind of hard to pull by one hand. So yes, I got it here. So this is a battery right there. So I'm gonna connect it over here. Let me see if I can run it through this ground right here or underneath here. I might be able to run it this way. Yeah, I can. See the power right there. I'm gonna leave the fuse holder in here. Now that would be a good idea. I might just have to make a hole. I might run it out here, that way they can change the fuse whenever they want it to. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna run the power through this thing right there. Here what I did, I take a flathead and push. You see that hole right there? I push it through so it came outside right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make an X right here. I'm gonna run the 4-gauge and then pull it back there, and then I don't know if you can stick your hand in there, but it should be better that way. The water won't go and leaks. That's how I'm doing it right there. I make it to like cut it like 1, 2, cut it like an X, and just push the wire through there and pull it. So I reach my hand over there and push the booth right there. You can see my hand, see my fingers. Push it right there, so that way there's no water leaks. I'm gonna keep the wire bar right there, and I'm push it down here and put the fuse holder right here. Well, you need a Phillips to remove this right here, and then another one right there. I don't know if you have to take it out or not. I think you should. Yep, take that out. Once you got those two out, you're gonna take a flathead and start prying these. Just a little bit at a time. See how hard it is? You don't want to break this piece, so you gotta go easy and start prying this off. And sometimes you don't have to take it all the way out, depending on how thick your wire is. Mine's just a 4-gauge, so it's pretty thick. So I have to take it out somehow. So I'm gonna probably have to remove all this out right here too. Ooh, just gotta clean my hand real quick. So once I pull this out right there, you're gonna have to remove this and put it back in this spot right there, because if not, it's not gonna go back in, because you gotta slide a certain way. Now you wanna pull this rubber out and then push it out this way. As you can see right here, you got two clips, one clip right here and one clip right there, and then also this clip right here, like that, hold it together. So you want to lift it up a little bit and lift it straight to the forward a little bit, and then lift it up. Now what you do, you're gonna have to pull this rubber out about that much, and you want to go the opposite side, the other side, the rear side. And if you want to, you can push the seat forward, and then I'm gonna start taking this out first right here. Once you got it out, pull this, grab it right here, and kind of pull it out like so. Yep. I'll probably go up here, run the wire right there to back right there. I'll probably put the amp right behind the seat right here. So now once you get this out, you want to stick a flathead in there and just pry it out lightly, gently, and then pry it out. You can see, you see one clip right there, two clip right there. I'm gonna just keep it like this much. I don't need to take it all out. I'm gonna just hide the wire in there and then run it back inside there. I pull the wire out and then I'm gonna snug it underneath the carpet. Like so. Tuck it in with your hands. Make sure this go inside there, and I will move the seat forward. Now what you want to do next is you want to pry that out, flathead, pry it out. You'll be able to see this wire right there. This is where the amp is located right here. What I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the blue, red, and blue, brown. As blue, red is positive. That's it's for the, I don't like that. I'm going to try that first because this is a thicker wire. It's this blue, red, blue, brown is right front tweeter with amplifier. I'm trying to use that first. If that's not gonna work, I'm gonna use the left rear would be red, white, and white, brown. Red, white is positive, so you're looking for red, white. Red, white, and white, brown. It's in there somewhere. I don't want to take the whole thing out. I'm sorry, it'd be white, red, and white, brown. There's two white, red, and white, brown right there for that. I'm gonna try to skip that. Let me go to gray, red, and gray, brown. Gray, red, gray, brown. That would be right rear right there. So I'm gonna try both of this. If one don't sound right, I'm gonna do the other side. So I'm gonna run the speaker wire from here all the way over there for my line out converter. Plug the speaker wire down here, and then I'm gonna run here, and then it's gonna stick out here to the over there. So I'm having installing gray red to the positive and gray brown. Anything with the brown, usually a negative side for the German made car. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Don't do this yet. Watch till the end because this might change after I install it. If it doesn't sound right, I have to switch to a different channel. Sand all of this metal off, and then I'm gonna use two soft top screws so it won't move. And I'm gonna run the power to here, and hopefully the wire look pretty good. And I guess, yes, this probably on the top like this, and then put this plug back in. You can also, there's a bolt right there, you can take that off, but you got to have that size. I'm not sure what size that is, so it's easier to run it this way. I'm using a audio control LC2i. This is better for BMW or Mercedes, so I ran the black wire, the red as 12 volt, and the remote out to a remote amp right here, and then the ground right here, the black go to the ground, and then the red go to the 12 volt right there using this wire. As you can notice, I ran the blue wire as the remote. I want to make sure I have not too long. So I use a ferro plug right there, so I tap the black to the blue, which is the ground wire, and plug it in here. What I'm doing to this using the ferro wire plug is just to make it look pretty. You don't have to use all that stuff, but I just kind of like it pretty. Plus the wire won't be show up right here too, so it's kind of neat. I like that. So now I'm gonna use that speaker wire that I ran from the speaker. I'm gonna cut right there. I'm just gonna put it to the positive left and negative right. I don't know what I said earlier, but I said the left side, I'm using the left at the red, go to the positive, and the negative, go to the negative right there. That's only one speaker side. I'm going to run the jacks, the bass output to the amp right there. I'm using a 1.5 feet RCA jack. Got the fuse holder, everything hooked up. In this one, I kind of cut the ring terminal to a spade terminal. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter, and make sure you're not touching any ground right here while you're doing this. So I use an extension. You also want to make sure you be careful about try to loosen this thing up right there. You want to hold this wire right there so it won't break or anything like that. There's a lot of people do that. They don't they're not careful enough and they break something. So I'm gonna just plug it in and tighten it. Okay, after it's done, this is what it looked like. Just had to clean a couple of this loose copper